All right, so you're looking for a dog trainer in Hanover, Massachusetts. You've definitely come to the right place. Our goal here is to give you a really clear, simple path to finding a fantastic professional so you and your dog can start off on the right foot.
I mean, that's really what it's all about, isn't it? Enjoying your life here in Hanover with your dog by your side. We're talking about having those nice, calm walks downtown, or just being able to relax at Forge Pond Park without any stress. The right training is what makes all these moments happen. So where do we even begin? Well, the first thing to really look at is a trainer's core philosophy and their qualifications. This is the foundation for everything else, so it's a great place to start.
Okay, the method you're going to hear about most from modern, effective trainers is positive reinforcement. And it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You reward the behavior that you want to see more of. This isn't just about handing out treats, though. It's about building a trusting relationship that leads to really reliable, long-term results. And this really says it all, you know? Using these kinds of humane, reward-based methods is safer for your dog, it's safer for you, and it's way easier to stick with over time. And hey, it also helps make sure you have a dog that your neighbors are happy to see. Now, here's something important to know. Massachusetts doesn't actually require trainers to be licensed. That makes looking for these certifications even more valuable. They show that a trainer has really invested in their education and that they're committed to professional, science-based standards. And if you're dealing with more serious issues like aggression, you'll want to look for those specialized credentials at the bottom. Okay, so with that understanding of training methods, let's get into the practical side of things. We're going to look at the different kinds of training programs out there and what you can expect to budget for, right here in the Hanover area. So the two most common choices you'll see are group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for practicing focus when other dogs and people are around. Private lessons, on the other hand, are perfect for tackling issues that happen right in your home or on your block. You know, things like barking at the doorbell or pulling on the leash on your specific streets. And this chart really helps break down what those costs might look like. A set of group classes, for instance, usually runs between about $160 and $310. A single private lesson is typically in the $120 to $200 range. And for the more intensive options, like a board and train program, you can see it's a much bigger investment. This just gives you a solid baseline so you can plan your budget. For owners who might need a bit more support, there are a couple of other models. Day training is where a trainer works with your dog during the day, maybe while you're at work, which can really speed up progress. Then there's board and train, which is the most immersive option, where your dog actually lives with the trainer for a while to do some really intensive work.
All right, let's bring all this right back home to our community. Knowing Hanover's local rules isn't about restriction. It's really about being a good neighbor and making sure everyone stays safe while you and your dog are out practicing your new skills.
Think of this as your simple checklist for being a Hanover dog owner. Always keep your dog leashed in public, make sure they're licensed every year with the town, and of course, keep that rabies vaccination up to date. These are just the basics of responsible ownership here. And hey, once you start learning these skills, you need good places to practice. These local spots are just perfect. Forge Pond Park and Ludhamsford Park are great for working around some mild distractions. If you want a quieter walk, check out the paths at the golf club. Or maybe explore the sanctuary in Pembroke to practice focus around all sorts of new smells and sounds. Okay, you've done the research, you've found some potential trainers, so now what? It's time to make that final choice. This next part is all about getting you ready for that important conversation. Because the key thing is knowing what to ask. How do you actually interview a trainer to make sure they're the right fit for you, for your dog, and for the specific goals you have in mind?
Here are the questions you absolutely want to have ready. Ask about their methods and their certifications right up front. Ask them how they'll tailor the plans specifically to your dog and your life here in Hanover. You'll also want to be really clear on how you'll track progress, what the total costs are, and this is a big one, if they're willing to work with your vet for more complex behavior cases.
And remember, you don't have to jump in and commit right away. Most good professionals will offer a free consultation or an evaluation. This is your chance to ask those questions and just get a feel for their style with absolutely no strings attached. So definitely take advantage of that. Because when it comes down to it, all this effort is about creating a better, happier life together. The right training opens up so many possibilities, from just having peaceful walks around the neighborhood to having friends over without any worry. It's all about enjoying those quiet, happy moments with your wonderful companion, right here in Hanover.